Hi, my name is Coco and welcome to your Vinyasa Flow practice with me. So today we'll work with sequencing as usual with the Vinyasa Flow practice, movement with breath. And today we're focusing on the heart chakra. So focusing on the space between the chest as we work on stimulating that heart space, inviting love in and pouring love out. We'll guide you with 3 affirmations during your practice today, but I'll come to meet you on the mat. Enjoy your practice. So let's all come onto our mats and just finding a comfortable seat. You want to sit with the legs crossed or extend the legs however you wish, using any props as you need, just coming to arrive into the space. And we'll take 3 collective breaths in together. So taking a deep breath in through the nose and roll the shoulders up towards the ears, maybe soften the eyes if that feels okay. And then exhale, soften the shoulders back and down towards the hips. Nice. Taking another second breath in all the way up to the ears. Imagine the breath coming into the third eye space between the eyebrows. And then exhale, soften shoulders back and down. Good. Another breath in through the nose, all the way up to the top of your head this time, all the way to the crown. Maybe you pause at the top for 1 or 2. And then part the lips inside the breath. And just allow your body to arrive into the space. Notice the parts of your body in contact with the earth. And taking a moment here, a moment just to connect with your breath. Allow the breath to come and go. Allow the chest to expand and the belly to deflate. And as mentioned, working today with the heart space, as we focus on our heart chakra today, we're focusing on opening up the front side of the body whilst finding a bit of space in the hips and lengthening through the back. And with the chakras, we have 7 main energy centers that lay along the spine in the body. And today I want you to invite you to draw in some extra love, some extra joy, and extra peace into our hearts. So I offer you 3 affirmations for your practice today. And you're free to repeat this in your own mother tongue, underneath your breath or out loud. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. Just notice how that makes you feel. Allow that to resonate. And allow that to be your anchor for your practice today, as we come back around to the heart chakra-led practice and also the breath at any point. Good. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and maybe opening up the eyes if you wish, drawing the focus up in towards the sky and interlacing the fingers, drawing the palms up, taking a big breath in, pulling out of the base of the spine and then taking a bend in that right elbow. Let's reach over towards the right side. Good. Inhale to lengthen. And then left elbow extends or bends into the side, right elbow extends. There we go. Good. Another breath in, taking 1 more each side. Taking a bend in that right elbow. Good. And then lift and lengthen. Exhale, elbow in towards that rib. Good. Inhale to lengthen. And then taking the palms now up towards the sky. But facing in front of you. Big beach ball in between the chest and the palms as we draw the chin into chest and just find this little curve, this little softening of the elbows. And then inhale to lift and lengthen. Big breath in and then exhale, curve the spine. Good. Let's take 2 more just like that. Big breath in. Lift and lengthen. Stretch skin at the back side of the body. Good. Let's take 1 more. Big breath in. And then exhale. Beautiful. Inhale to lengthen and taking hands behind the skull now. Elbows out towards the side. Let's open up the heart space. So allow the chest to rise. Peel the shoulders back. Allow the elbows to lift. Big breath in. And then exhale. Allow the shoulders to come into the center. Elbows to touch. Nice. Another big breath in. With the heart chakra, we imagine the color green, if you wish, beaming from the space between your chest. And then exhale, elbows in towards one another. Nice. Big breath in. This time, maybe we take a lion's breath if you wish. So taking a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, tongue comes down to chin, release the face. Good. Let's take one more. Big breath in. Exhale. Good. Inhale to rise, come towards the center. And let's come to find our tabletop. So spreading the palms, coming to find tabletop as we stack knees just underneath the hips. Pad the knees if you wish, either a blanket or you can double up your mat. Peel the shoulders back. Let's tuck the toes and draw the belly down. Heart opens, tailbone lifts, chin up towards the sky. And then exhale, press the floor away. Heel the shoulders in towards one another. Stretch skin and backside of the body. Inhale, open chest. Big breath in. Good. Exhale, curve the spine. Press the floor away. Good. This time as we take a deep breath in, we're going to open up the heart space. But on the exhale, option to lift the knees if you wish. So curve the spine. Let's draw some heat into the center of the body as we find that little lift for one more breath. Good. Soften the knees, open through the chest, peel the shoulders back. Big breath in. And then exhale again, curve the spine. Either ground the knees or soften the knees off the ground. Good. One more breath. And then exhale, soften the hands down. Padding the hands forward, coming to find puppy pose. So let's stack the shoulders just down towards the ground and then allow the knees to stay underneath the hips, finding this opening through the chest. You might want to have a little bit of movement, left to right, before we settle in, taking the head either towards a block or towards the earth. If you're feeling really open in the shoulders, maybe a chin comes down to the ground. If you're having a block, just taking your forehead down towards the block, bringing the ground closer to you. Good. Let's stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Deep breath in through the nose. And maybe out through the nose. Good. One more breath here. And then exhale. Good. Untuck the toes. Soften the hips back towards the heels and hands come back towards the feet. Allow the head just to soften to the ground. Belly between the thighs. Taking a deep breath in here. Child's pose. And know this posture is available to you at any point during this practice. Good. Spread into the palms and let's come to lift. Beautiful. So I'm going to use my blocks. If you have your blocks with you, that's great. If you don't, no worries. They're just there for an extra bit of support. So spreading the palms, let's tuck the toes and draw the hips back towards the heels. So pressing towards the feet, releasing that fascia at the back of the feet. And then when you feel ready, lift the hips high. Allow the heels just to elevate off the ground, soft bending the knees. So belly towards the thighs, spread the palms, and then lift the tailbone high, creating this triangle shape from the inside of the body. Good. And then start to lengthen the left and the right, patting it down. We take a peek underneath the armpits. Good. And then finding this beautiful wide stance as we keep the hips high, but draw the heels down and spread the palms down to the earth. Chin into chest, and then allow the crown to come towards wherever the front is. I'm going to say towards me, but wherever the front is for you. Peel the shoulders back, finding this high plank. So pressing through the heels, crown of the head is long. Option, of course, to take the knees down. It's still plenty. Staying here for one more breath. Deep breath in. Nice. And then float the knees and then draw the hips back high. Big breath in. Let's take 2 more. Inhale to lengthen, crown towards me. Good. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then hover the knees and then bring the hips back towards the sky. Beautiful. Let's take 1 more breath in. Again, option to take knees down if you wish. Finding 1 more breath here. Nice. And then exhale, float the knees, bring the hips high. Really nice, folks. Taking a peek between the thumbs. Step with the right and step with the left. Beautiful. Uttanasana, forward fold. Allow the belly to come on towards the thighs, maybe hands to blocks or to earth or around the backs of the legs. Just draw the head down and nod yes and nod no. Good. Allow the tailbone to be high, toes be grounded into the earth. As we inhale for 1 more. Nice. And then as we exhale, we rise. So soften down in towards both feet. Grounding down, shoulders are heavy. And then as we come to rise, we lift. Palms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms towards the heart center. Good. Thumb knuckles in towards the heart space, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Taking a moment here to come back to your breath. Maybe the eyes soften for one. Maybe coming back around to those affirmations of your practice today. Good. Taking hands now in front and then releasing them back behind the body. So fingertips space down towards your tailbone. Peel the shoulders back, elbows in towards one another. So you want to lift through the base of the spine, lift the gaze just slightly, and then allow the hips to soften forward. Little back bend here, peeling the shoulders back, stretching skin on the front side of the body. Good. Keeping the chin into the chest. One more breath. And then exhale, use the whole center of your body to bring you back to the center. Really nice. Taking a hug of the shoulders, palms pressed around each shoulder, just giving yourself a gentle rock and maybe noticing what that feels like just to give yourselves a little self-soothing hug. Good. Let's rise and press the palms together, opening through the chest. Surya Namaskar. Little back bend here. And then exhale, hands through the midline. Belly down towards the thighs. Inhale to lengthen, halfway lift. Crown comes away from tailbone. As you exhale, belly softens towards the thighs. Spread the palms. Let's step back with the right, step back with the left. Let's take the knees down as we lower the belly down towards the earth. Elbows in chaturanga. Peel the shoulders back. Press all the way up. Big breath in, stretch skin on front side, tuck the toes, hips come high. Big breath in. Let's take a deep breath here, in through the nose. An optional breath, maybe out through the mouth. Good. Peek towards the thumbs, little step with the right and the left. Inhale to lengthen, halfway lift, peel the shoulders back. Exhale, belly to thighs. Inhale to lengthen all the way up. This time again, hands through the midline, opening through the chest. And then exhale to soften down, second side. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana. Spread the palms, bend the knees. Step back with the left, step back with the right. Lower the knees down, belly comes down, untuck the toes, elbows in, peel the shoulders back, little baby cobra, and then press all the way up. Good, big step back, big step back with the legs, hips come high, press into the heels of the hands. Really nice, folks. Inhale to rise with that right heel up towards the sky. Close the hip and press the pinky toe down towards the earth. Good. As we exhale, we soften that knee through, coming towards the center, knee in towards the chest. Option to take that left knee down. Inhale to rise for 3. Good. Exhale, soften through. Nice. Inhale, taking 2 more, really feeling the heat now stirring up in the body. Good. Inhale, lengthen 1 more, big breath in. And then exhale, taking the knee through the center, gluing the thigh towards the belly, and then peek towards the thumbs. Big step forwards. Use the back of your hand if you wish on that heel if it hasn't quite met the top. And then lengthen to left all the way up. Big breath in as we open out through the arms. Good. Inhale to lengthen forwards. As we take this goddess with the arms, we open through the chest. Big breath in. And then exhale forwards. Good. Inhale, lengthen for 2 more. Big breath in. Opening out that left hip. Grounding through that right foot. Big breath in. Nice. Exhale. Softening forwards. Good. As we inhale to rise, this time either taking hands down towards the earth or hands to blocks for warrior 3. Pushing through that back heel. Allow the energy to transcend through your crown and through that back foot. Option to stay here or maybe hands to heart center. If you don't have any blocks or you're finding it a little bit tricky to balance, bring the hands down towards the earth. If you have blocks, try and align the shoulders in line with the hips for 1 more breath. Good. Big step back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, soften, warrior 2. Good. Flip that front palm, reaching all the way forwards. Keep the energy there and then allow the arm just to come back. Lengthening, lengthening. Nice. Lengthening down through that left side as well as the right foot. And then exhale, elbow towards the thigh. Peeking that left hand up and over. Peeking up towards the sky for 1 more breath. Nice. And then exhale, warrior two, Vinyasa 2. Pigeon toe that back foot in and then square off the hips towards that front foot, reaching your hands around the back. So either interlace if that feels okay for the shoulders, or elbows in towards the hands, opening out through the chest. Big breath in, beaming that green light from your heart. And then exhale, belly towards the thigh. Humble your warrior. Good. Taking another breath here. And then pressing into all four corners of both feet as we come to rise. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, soften the hands down. Scoot that right leg back. Good. Finding your high plank. Option now to take the knees down if you wish, or maybe vinyasa with the knees off. Chaturanga, we lower down. Elbows in, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe there's an upward dog as we exhale. Tuck toes, hips towards the sky. Good. Pressing into the heels of the hands. Soft bend in the knees if you wish. Second side. Inhale to lengthen that left heel up towards the sky. Again, push that pinky toe down towards the earth. Square off the hip. Imagine my hand at the back of your foot for one more breath. And then exhale, knee towards the center. Crown towards the front. Good. Inhale to lengthen for 3. Good. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Try and draw that thigh towards the belly. Inhale to lengthen. And again, option to take that right knee down if you wish. Exhale, soften forwards. Good. Hovering the knee. Either right knee comes down to step forward or peek at thumbs. Little float forwards with that foot. Inhale to rise all the way up. Good. Big breath in, open through the chest, reaching the belly forwards down towards the thigh. Find that left footing for grounding. Take a bend in the elbows. Goddess the arms. Good. Big breath in. Nice. Exhale, release. Good. One more breath in. And then now use this preparation here to take a deep breath in, and the exhale allows that float. So again, either hands to heart center, or maybe hands towards your blocks, or hands towards the earth, wherever feels good for you. So you want to focus on grounding through that left foot, pushing through that back heel, squaring off the hip for one more breath. Nice. And then exhale, right foot comes down. Inhale to rise, Vinyasa 2, warrior 2. Let's flip that front palm and reaching the body forwards. And then let that left hand come over the head. Right hand below or above the knee. Exhale, elbow towards the thigh, opening through the chest. Find that full body stretch from middle finger down to pinky toe. Relax the shoulder. Inhale to lengthen, Vinyasa 2. Good. Pigeon toe that foot in slightly, just to give yourself a bit more room. Square the hips towards the front. And again, coming to your bind, either elbows into hands or interlace. As you exhale, belly towards the inside of that thigh. Good. One more breath here. Glutes are engaged. Nice. Inhale to rise. All the way up. Nice. And then taking that right hand and left hand down. Taking your last vinyasa, folks. Knees down or knees off. And then we'll come to meet in child's pose. Knees come wide, toes together. If you've got a better suited posture for your body to rest, please take that if you might want to stay seated. But take 2 to 3 breaths here for yourself before we come into our penultimate posture. Good. Another breath in. And then exhale. Let's pad the hands towards the knees. Good. And then grabbing your blocks. If you have blocks, take them by your feet. If you don't, no worries. We still have lots of several different options for you. So let's take the knees up above the hips, down below the hips. And then we'll come back into that standing camel that we had. So drawing the fingertips behind you, peel the shoulders back and allow the hips to soften forward. Elbows slightly coming towards the center. Good. Couple of options here. You might want to stay here, or maybe we tuck the toes and hands reach towards the heels. Open through the chest, draw the hips forward. If you have blocks and you want a little bit more support, take one hand onto each block and think about trying to draw the hips in line with the knees. Big heart opener there. Keep chin into the chest for now. If you wish to go a little bit further, maybe we gaze behind us for one more breath. Really deep posture here. Good. And then soften the hips towards the heels. Beautiful. Release any props out of the way. Making a fist with your hands and just allow your third eye to rest. The space between the eyebrows. Shoulders are heavy. And come back to your breath. Maybe back to those intentions, as possibly the heart space is feeling a little bit more stimulated. I'm love. I'm peace. I'm joy. Good. Coming to rise as we press into the hands. And let's scoot the feet around towards the center. Good. And then we're just releasing the blocks out of the way. If you have one handy, bring it towards with you. Bring it to your mat. Or if you don't have one, it's no worries. So coming to lie onto your back. The block is just going to provide a little bit more of an engagement if you wish. Maybe a block or something sort of tight that you can have between the knees. I'm going to take my block onto the long side, long edges in between the thighs. So just like so, placing it in between the thighs, grounding through the feet, and heels come towards the sitting bones. Peel the shoulders back and down and spread the palms in towards the earth. So you want to hold onto the block. Taking a deep breath in, whatever you have between your thighs. And then as you draw the hips high, holding onto that block. So extra engagement here and the insides of the thighs and the hamstring muscles, the adductor muscles. Good. And then exhale, soften the hips back down. Good. Another breath in. And then exhale, lift the hips. So the block or whatever's between your knees just helps with that extra muscle engagement, also alignment. Good. And then exhale, soften down. Nice. One more breath. Allow the hips to come high. Option to stay here, folks. Or maybe we interlace the fingers, peel the shoulders to one another, and allow the heart to lift a little bit more. Good. Holding on to that block with those thigh muscles for one more breath. Good. And then release the shoulders, soften them down, taking your block towards the side, and let's hug the knees. Little gentle rock from side to side. Good. And then maybe there's a happy baby or possibly a full wheel if it's in your practice. If you want to take some time to explore a little bit more heart opening, please do. Otherwise, coming to meet me in your happy baby. So feet up towards the sky, hands either behind the thighs as we peel the knees in towards the armpits, or between the calves, or possibly fingertips reach outside of the feet and peel the shoulders back and down. Maybe even peace fingers, sometimes wrapping around the big toe. Whatever feels good for you, whatever feels available to you in this moment. But draw the tailbone down towards the earth and maybe lift the head. See if we can find a little bit more space in the top of the spine there. So peel that tailbone down to the ground, peel the shoulders back. And if you're in your full wheel practice, maybe taking the time to come down and working on a few spinal twists, anything to counteract that really deep opening. Maybe joining us for Happy Baby for a few more breaths. Coming back to that breath. The back of the skull is heavy. Good. And then whenever you feel ready, release the knees. Maybe giving yourselves another tight squeeze. And then slowly finding a way for your body to start to wind down for your Shavasana. So maybe the feet are long, maybe the knees are wide and the feet together, or knees tucked in towards one another, feet flat. However your Shavasana looks like today is where it needs to be. It's just taking a moment to find this moment of rest for yourself. Just allow the whole body to be heavy. The whole body, the tendons, the ligaments, the fascia, the muscles, the organs, the bones, the tissue. Back of the skull is heavy, heavy down into the earth. As the earth rises up to meet you, and soften the jaw. Allow the teeth to part and the lips to separate. And soften that space between your eyebrows. And taking as much time here, as much as the time is allowing for you to stay in your Shavasana. And maybe at the end of your practice, coming back around to those 3 affirmations as we stimulated the heart space today. Repeating these in your own mother tongue, underneath your breath whenever you feel ready, or out loud. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. Thank you, folks, for being here with me today. I'll see you again on the mat next time.